how many pillows do you need to sleep with? One pillow? How many pillow? I don't know. I need only one pillow, like basically to support my head, and that's it. I don't really need a kind of like a something more than one pillow. But why do you need more than one pillow? I don't really get it. Oh, okay, now I get it. Now I get it. Now I get it. Okay, okay, okay. So basically, let me tell you one thing. Most of the people are kind of like a used pillow to put the pillow on their thighs, वगैरह. And why? Uh it's I'm not really sure why does they do that, but it kind of like a give them a comfort. What do you mean? So it's a very different, but like basically everyone has a kind of like a something very different sleeping pattern. What's the sleeping pattern? Sleeping pattern, not sleeping style. Okay, what's the sleeping style? स्लीपिंग स्टाइल का मतलब है कि आप किस तरह से सोते हैं, लाइक व्हाट्स योर बॉडी लैंग्वेज. सो व्हेन आई स्लीप, सो यूजुअली मैं एक तरह से लाइक बेसिकली आई स्लीप स्ट्रेट. ओके, थोड़ा बहुत हाथ पैर थोड़ा सा हिला देता हूँ, बट यूजुअली एट द एंड यूजुअली मैं एक तरह से सीधा ही सोता हूँ. ओके, बट सम पीपल स्लीप सो वियर्डली दैट कि वो एक तरह से पूरे क्लॉकवाइज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज घूम लेते हैं. ओके, दिस इज ऑल्सो अनदर थिंग इज दैट कि सम पीपल रियली रिक्वायर्ड multiple pillows, okay, for kind of like a support their thighs, support their legs, support their this and that, kind of like a giving them little bit of cozy and comfort so that they could sleep very well. Okay, so that's why most people really require more than one pillow or kind of like a something really that this and that. Why is this thing? Because let me tell you one thing. Okay, तो बचपन में क्या होता है ना. ओके, should I talk about this thing? No, it's not. Like basically, I shouldn't talk about this thing because I'm not really sure. Like, it's not proven, by the way. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay. I don't know how do I execute this thing. Okay, it's like that, na, ki why we put the pillows under our thigh? Why we do that? Okay, is that ki it kind of like a support? Okay, to your thighs. Okay, but one of the most important thing that I wanted to tell you is that ki, like basically, um, as a human, okay, like a nature is creating some sort of like the way that the human created by the nature is a something really very unique that you can't even imagine. Okay, like why we could walk on two legs. Okay, like basically no one can species could walk on two legs besides kangaroo and besides dinosaur. Okay, but trust me, just like that, ki, like as a straight. Okay, like basically human is the only species who could walk on two legs, support entire the neural system, support entire the body structure and weight on the two legs, which is really good. Okay, the evolution is kind of like a something really happened regarding about the necessity. Okay, and which is like necessity means you realize that na ki we before we are kind of like a homo sapien look like monkey, and little bit monkey are bit evolved, and then right now are became kind of like a human that we saw in everywhere. Okay, but this is not the unique thing regarding when this process actually happened. It's something very different. So what I'm trying to tell you is this thing, that ki uh, I'm not really sure. Okay, I just heard from somewhere from the YouTube. Okay, and this guy is actually telling me about this thing. So I think that ki it might true, but I don't really have any research about this thing. So like basically is this thing, we could walk on two leg, not just because for like a walking. Okay, it's because for reproduction. Okay, yeah, means like that ki when we walk on two legs, okay, we could perform a multiple position while doing sex, while doing reproduction, which kind of like a create a little bit of excitement, and which kind of create like a this is something really way that you could enjoy this process as a nature wants you to do kind of like a do such like that. Nature, yeah, not the anything, is a nature wants you to do that this stuff. So basically you could walk on two legs, not only walk, but you could do sex properly with, like, let me tell you one thing. Okay, have you like what kind of like a something really position when dog is kind of like a doing sex? There is only one position they do sex by this, you could imagine. Yeah, this is what it is. Okay, then they don't really have any kind of like a something really technique to do different kind of sex, they can't. Okay, basically every human, or sorry, every species have a kind of like a something really same technique. Okay, like basically there is a there is a female is actually underneath the male, and male is actually doing kind of like a penetration things like that. Okay, every species has the same position. Yeah, same position. Like might be somewhat somewhere species might be something very different, but yeah, kind of like equivalent to that. But the human has perform different kind of position too, as a doggy style, as a like I don't know about like basically when the girl is actually on the top. I don't know what exactly this is thing. So this is also the perform you could do sex. Okay, then this and that. It kind of like something like that. Ki when you do sex, you could enjoy this thing while you are kind of like on the two legs. Okay, जब आप दो पैरों पे खड़े हो सकते हो तो not only you could control your bodies, control the like basically your weight and everything, as also you could do sex better. Okay, so let me tell you one thing that when we sleep, okay, when we sleep, our body really required, our thighs really required not only for support but as also some certain thing to underneath. Okay, तो एक तरह से like let me tell you one thing why the male are, यानी आपने हमेशा like basically you just kind of like basically you just like assume or somewhere आपने तो कहीं ना कहीं देखा होगा कि हमेशा लड़के या आदमी हमेशा पैर फैला के कहीं क्यों सोते, why? Because of that कि their natural body is instinct to kind of like a something to do penetration. ओके, और विमेन हमेशा एक तरह से उतनी ज़्यादा खुल के नहीं सोती एज कम्पेयर टू मेल. ओके, एज ऑल्सो लाइक अ मेल हैव डिफरेंट लाइक अ थॉट प्रोसेस दैट कि वो ऐसा क्यों सोते हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट कि दे let you air some sort of inside their penis and area and this like that, so that's why they sleep like that. Okay, but mostly the male are actually sleep like that because their natural habit and nature wants you to do sleep like that because it kind of like a create a little bit of position to do a little bit of sex. Okay, so that's why mostly, like mostly not mostly but mostly male really required kind of like a some sort of pillows or some certain thing to perform this action if they didn't really have any girlfriend or wife. Okay, yeah, if they have girlfriend or wife, why would you need kind of like a something pillow? Okay, women, okay, why does women do that, like some women are kind of like taking so many pillows and things like that. Why does they do that? Is because they feel hurt. What do you mean? So do you get it? As a woman has a periods, okay, during the periods they will like basically there are very painful processing actually happen to the female, and this periods kind of like a, it kind of like a so much pain on their genital area. Okay, which is really not that cool. So basically what does they do is that ki, how they control their pain is because of that ki they put some sort of pillows or some sort of thing so that they could kind of like a something resist the pain as much as they can. Okay, so probably that's why they use multiple pillows underneath their kind of like a something really thighs and stuff like that. Okay, so this is might be a reason so that people really required more than one pillow. By the way, I didn't really required more than one pillow because of that ki uh, I don't know. I have kind of like a something habit to control of that. Okay. By the way, I sleep मैं एक तरह से टांग खोल के एक तरह से सोता हूँ. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है. But usually when I sleep तो मैं एक तरह से हमेशा सिर्फ अंडरवियर पे सोता हूँ, ओके। बाकी कुछ नहीं रहता। सो बिकॉज ऑफ व्हेन आई स्लीप एट द अंडरवियर, तो lots of air let inside of my penis and genital area, and kind of like a little bit of cool. Okay, but yeah, I didn't really require that many more than one pillow. But other people are using more than one pillow is because of this reason. Okay, yeah. And basically it's not the reason, it's a kind of like a something like that ki, mm, something like that ki what is actually the uh, what is actually the person. Okay, so let me tell you one thing. So there is a person who is athlete, who is a kind of like a something really, a person who could do in sports. When the person is actually a kind of like a have a kind of like a history of physical activity, like sports and this and that, like that, so that person can sleep little bit of straight, like mostly straight, or kind of like a something like that. Okay, the person who kind of like a something lay down all the time on the bed, so he could sleep, his sleeping style is something very different. He could like rotate as a clockwise, anti-clockwise. Okay, so this kind of like a something different sleeping style according to the person, according to the person habit and things like that. I think, like, I'm not really sure about this particular process, but I think it will be, like, I think shayad. Okay, by the I'm not really have any kind of like expertise regarding about how does people sleep. This is my just experience or information that I have, might be completely wrong, but this is what it is. All right, yeah. By the I should supposed to be end here. Is it? Thank you.